Same sentence.
Grinch.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the December 20th version of the Post Falls Urban Renewal Commission. Would like to call a meeting to order and ask you to call the roll, please.
Thank you. Baltzell.
Here.
Carstensen.
Here.
Crosby.
Aye.
Horn. Here. Hauser.
Here.
Coles.
Here.
Davis. Here. Thank you.
Okay, very good. And Commissioner Carstensen will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you join us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you all for being here. And I welcome our fire department representatives here today and Mr. Clemenson, which we'll introduce a little bit later. Ceremonies, appointments, and announcements. The only announcement I have is that this is the last commission meeting for Rich Hauser. His term ends the end of December, and as most of you know, he was elected to be the county assessor this fall, which we're very proud of him for that, and he's got a big job coming up, and he thought he probably ought to dedicate all of his time to making that a miracle. Not a miracle, but
Yeah.
a good thing, you know. So we do have a new commissioner that's been appointed that'll come on board on the 1st of January. Will be with us at the next meeting. He's been to the last couple meetings of ours, and actually I should just introduce him now. It's Eric Clemenson. Eric, glad to have you on board, and we'll get you in the fray here in another month. So, very good. Okay, conflict disclosure. Are there any of the commissioners that have any conflicts to disclose on anything that's on the agenda this morning? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to the consent calendar, please, Diane.
Thank you. Item A in the consent calendar is the Communication, Property, and Personnel Committee minutes of November 12th. Item B is the Commission minutes of November 15th. Item C is the workshop minutes of December 11th. Item D is the payables for this month, totaling $10,518.43. The payables include our 2019 Associated Idaho membership dues for $400, and that will increase to $500 next year. Item E is the bank activity report, which shows total in all funds of $3,062,880.70 and accrued interest for the month of $4,328.04. Item F is the financial reports as of November 30th, 2018. You'll notice on the profit and loss, it shows the $174,011, which was from our reserve account that went towards the principal of the Washington Trust Bank loan. And on the balance sheet, that reflects the new balance on our loan of $4,054,507.88. Your approval of the consent calendar will authorize transfer of $4,328.04 accrued interest to the general fund and transfer to the Community First checking account $10,518.43 for the general payables. I would answer any questions.
Any questions for the consent calendar?
Just a clarification, the membership dues were the Idaho Association of Cities, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Any other questions from the commissioners on the consent calendar? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve the consent calendar.
Second?
Okay, moved and seconded. Any further questions or concerns? If not, I think we need a roll call vote for that.
Baltzell.
Aye.
Carstensen.
Aye.
Crosby.
Aye.
Horn. Aye. Hauser.
Aye.
Coles.
Aye.
And Davis. Aye. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Motion carried. Thank you. Committee updates, Finance and Policy, Commissioner Crosby.
Mr. Chairman, the November financial statements were reviewed by Commissioner Horn and approved. The proposed financing structure for the planned East Post Falls District sewer improvements were reviewed with the Commission at the December 11th workshop and approved. And we are currently reviewing the management letter and draft audit for the fiscal year ending 9/30/2018 with the Executive Director and hope to complete the audit work prior to presenting it to the Commission in January.
January 17th.
Okay, very good. Anything else? How about district review?
I have nothing at this time. We probably should do something this spring when we wrap up the new district as far as getting it off the ground.
And that is moving forward. Work is being done on the proponent's plan, and so that'll be forthcoming for sure. It'll be an exciting time this next year to get that up and running. Communications, property, and personnel.
Nothing
Mr.
at this
Carstensen.
time.
Okay. Very good. Citizen comments. This section is the agenda is reserved for citizens wishing to address the commission regarding an agency-related issue. Comments related to future public hearings should be held for that public hearing. Persons wishing to speak will have 5 minutes. Is there anyone that would like to make a comment? Okay, very good. You're still welcome to be here, you know. Okay, unfinished business. Anything on your table there? New business? I don't think so either at this point in time. Staff report or updates, please.
Thank you. As Commissioner Crosby stated, I have received the draft audit and gone over that and created the MD&A, which we will review, and hopefully have a draft to go out to commission prior to the July or January meeting, where it will be presented by Lee Anderson. As discussed at our workshop last week, I contacted Kevin Schneidmiller, the proponent of West Saltese District, and asked if he had any new development or any businesses that were coming into that district. And asked if he would entertain the idea of relinquishing his right to further reimbursement if there is no further development planned. And he said that he would, he asked for a day or two to think about it, and I have not heard back from him yet.
Okay.
So I'll keep you posted on that. Last week at our workshop, there were representatives from KCFR, which are here again today. Thank you very much. And I received an email from Joe Dollifield stating that they would like to be involved as the OPA and other agreements are created for the new technology district. Including them in discussions will enable the fire district to meet their needs to provide proper public safety depending on what is being planned in that area. So I will continue to send Chief Merritt, Andy Boyle, our meeting packets so they will know what will be discussed at our meetings. And Mr. Dollifield wanted me to thank Commission in advance for keeping them involved. And then I wanted to thank Rich for your dedication to the Commission for the past 2.5 years. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I wish you the best as County Assessor. You're going to do a great job. And I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and thank you for all your support.
Okay, thank you, Dan.
That is all I have.
Okay. Commissioner comments.
Chairman, just 2 questions for Diane. One is, can you give us an update on the status of the OPA for the Tech Park District and the timing of discussing that with?
I'll refer that to.
I have a draft done. I'm just working on the exhibits right now, so I should have that done to Diane probably next week or the week after.
Thank you. And my second question, Chairman, is status of discussions, if we've had any discussions, on the modification of the Washington Trust loan agreement to modify the payments pursuant to the financing scenario that we discussed in our workshop.
Thank you. Danielle Quaid is working on the agreements. And so she asked when we needed them, and I asked her if I could have them by January 10th. That would be great. So
Thank you.
I'll send those out as soon as I get them for review.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Anyone else?
Well, yeah, I just want to thank you guys for bringing me on and educating me a little bit more on urban renewal. I really do appreciate that, for your leadership and for your insight. I think Post Falls is the model in which the state of Idaho should model urban renewal after. I think we do it right. And so I really appreciate working with all of you guys and getting to know you a little bit more, and thank you.
Yeah, very good.
Appreciate
Thank you, Rich. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, then it's my turn. And I want to echo what Diane said. I appreciate your work for the past couple of years that you've been on the commission. You've added a lot of good insight in many ways to us. Your department has been very helpful to us as we kind of put and take on the increment financing portion, and I know that'll continue on as well. down the road. But again, appreciate your efforts on behalf of the citizens of Post Falls and this commission. And I think the reason why we have been what I consider to be successful, if we're not trying to be successful, we're just trying to do it right. And I think it's the quality of the people that we have on staff and also on this commission that helps make that right. We kind of balance each other out, and if we don't agree, we don't agree, and we work it out. But I think for the most part, we're all headed the same direction and trying to do this for the betterment of the Post Falls community. Just thinking back, we have 3 firefighters here for information to be interested in, and to include them in development of our OPA and other pieces of the technology park, I think is a fantastic idea and good approach. I would like to have us extend that same invitation to the Chief of Police because it impacts potentially them as well. And if they would like to be a part of it, they don't have to, but they're welcome to, and I think we should make that a formal request. And so having lunch almost every Friday with Chief Merritt, probably we'd have lots of discussions about things like that, and he's been very involved in trying to keep track of all of this. And now Commissioner Boyles is on track with that too, and he comes with a wealth of background in community service and from the Sheriff's Department and other things, and so we appreciate that. And then lastly, I want to again welcome Eric to the group, and we'll look forward to having you on board and sitting up here with us come January. And I don't have any other comments other than we're glad you're on board too, Laura. It's been almost a year now, and she's done an excellent job, learned a lot like the rest of us, and thank you, Pete and Diane, for the work that you do. And the ladies back there in the cubbyhole do a wonderful job in keeping us on track for the events that we have on Thursdays of each month. So thank you very much for your work. And I appreciate all of that. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We are adjourned.